Hello friends, welcome to IT Technology Official. Friends, today we will discuss how to speed up system. There are some tips and tricks which we need to follow to in every month to check our system and speed up our system. Friends, I will tell you in detail one by one. First of all, we have to check the installed program on our system in every month. Friends, as you know, some virus and some other malware software are also installed automatically, so we need to check the application whether any other application or unknown application is installed on our system, or some or any other application which are not being used in our daily routine or for some time period. Then we can also remove that application to speed up our system. Now friends, we will go to applications and see some options. Go to start menu and then settings. In settings, here we will see apps menu. Click on apps. Friends, these are the apps and features. Here are apps list are shown below, like in this format. We can also sort by, already is sorted by name, and we can also sort by install date. 94 apps found. Friends, these are the application installed by date, so we can see each application whether we need this application or not, or any unknown application is installed on our system. We can also see, click on it. We can also modify or uninstall, like here we see we can uninstall from the system. Same, we can modify or uninstall. So friends, this is the way we can uninstall or remove the apps from our system. This is the best way to check the application in a month in our systems. Secondly, we need to know the startup apps on our system. This may also cause to slow the system, and we also see which applications or which things are installed on startup. To check the startup apps, we type here startup. Okay, startup apps, click on it. Friends, here we see all the startup apps which are installed on our system or at startup. We can enable or disable these apps on through this toggle button, so we can switch off or on the applications, startup applications. We need to disable maximum startup application, so our system will be boot fastly. We can also go to startup apps through task manager, and here we click on startup tab. Friends, these are the same application which are shown here. We can also right click on expand, disable, open file location, search online, and properties. We can also see some other options. We can disable these apps at startup, or we can simply select and disable the apps at startup. Okay, this should also be done in a month to speed up the system. And we also need to know whether any program or anything installed in our system which are not our use or which we don't need to retain in our system. Friends, we also need to know the startup folder. Go to run and type this command. We need to type this command to check the startup folder whether is any executable file or any other application is present in this startup folder. If yes, then we need to remove this. Click here, and as you know, we are in same path and this folder is empty, so no need to do anything here. Again back to task manager, and here we will see the services. These are the services which are running and stopped are showing here, and if we want to go to complete services menu, then we click on open services. Friends, here we will see all the services which are running or disabled or enable or any type. Same like these are the services which are running and manual, and some services are disabled. So these are the services. We must need to know what is the function of some specific service if we want to enable or disable the services. If we don't know, then we do not need to play with the services, otherwise it can create issue, or it can also cannot boot our system, or some functionality may also be disabled. So friends, if we want to do something like stop services, restart or anything, we can right click on service and then properties. Here we will see some option: general, login and recovery dependencies. Like if we in general tab, startup type, automatic, manual or disable. If we want to disable this service, we can select disable and apply, and we can stop this service. Okay, if we want to again enable, then we select the service type automatic and apply. As we will apply, then the start, we need to start the service. No, this is the any desk service, and we again start this service. So we can do start, stop or disable any service on our system which do not require or which we do not want to retain. So these are the procedure how we can do this, disable any service. Friends, thirdly, we need to task scheduler time to time, whether is any task is scheduled in our system, and we also know if any task is scheduled and running at background. This may also cause the slow system. This may also cause the system performance. So we must need to know the task scheduler. To do this, go to here, type task scheduler. Task scheduler is loading data, and we click here. These are the tasks which are automatically created, and we can do like run and disable the task. These are not operational this time, but we can run these tasks or enable or disable these tasks on right click on any task like Adobe Acrobat. We can run this task and at this end disable, export or delete this task. So we can we need to know the different tasks, whether any unknown task is scheduled on our system or is working, which can cause slow our system. Fourthly, we must update our Windows in a month, and also we need to update system drivers. So to update Windows or check the updated status, we need to type here Windows Update setting, or check for updates. Friends, we are in Windows Update page, and it shows a message you are up to date. And if we see a view optional update, we need to click on here, and Windows Update for Windows 10 version 22H2, and we can check this. And what is about driver detail? If we click on it, then friends, here are a list of drivers available which need to be updated. We can also update these drivers, like click on it, like system drivers, ViewSonic, Intel hardware, and some other drivers. We need to check these drivers and download and install. Now friends, these drivers are downloading is in progress, and it will take some time, and will be once it's downloaded, then it's automatically installed. Friends, we must check the Windows automatic update on every month. So if any bug or if any vulnerability available in previous Windows version, it will be updated with the help of latest Windows update. So this is the procedure that we can update the system drivers and Windows update. Friends, the next task is backup the file system, or backup your operating systems. Friends, this should also be checked on daily basis or in a weekly. So to check whether the backup task is working or not, and we can also verify the backup task. How to check the backup? Go type here backup setting. Friends, here we can see, go to on backup, and then we can add a drive. Friends, to create backup, we must need to external USB drive, or we need a network folder, otherwise we cannot take backup on this system. So go to more option and see advanced setting. A file history is off. We need to file history switch on. Before file history is switch on, we must select a network location, or we need to use a USB hard drive to create a backup. Otherwise we cannot do this option. We can also select a complete drive to make a backup. And here are system image backup. We can also use system image backup in case we have lost any file or any operating system issue. We can use backup. We can restore our system files. When we click on setup backup, we will see a setup backup. If we want to backup the C drive, then we save on network. We must need a network or external hard drive, otherwise we cannot take backup of this system. So this is the way how we can take the backup. Friends, other thing is that we must need to blow our system, our fan to remove any dust or some other particles to avoid any heat up the system. Also we need to clean our keyboard and our laptop LCD in a month to smooth working of the system. So we must do these things in a month for smooth working of system. Friends, these are the some tips which we must use. Yes, these are the tips, and we can also say these are the instruction for speed up the system. And this if we use these tips and tricks, then our system will automatically be speed up and working smoothly. Thank you. Bye.